Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Critters with your favorite beard bearing nuisance animal, Al Wagner. Figured I'd give you guys all an update. What's going on here? I had a big reaction from a lot of you yesterday with my post saying that the Coffee and Critters is a great idea, something that I need to keep, so I guess it's here to stay. We'll see how long it works or how long I can keep doing this now that the hunting season here in Minnesota is over. More than likely, there's not going to be a lot of critters coming in to be worked on since most hunters would have already taken all of their games and catches to get processed already. But if some trickle in, I will definitely keep still. Keep still. Can't keep still here. Got to keep moving. That's the life of Al Wagner. You got to keep moving. I will definitely try to keep you all updated on the latest and greatest that's happening here. Maybe this will turn into your new Saturday morning cartoons. You can check in and see what's going on since the last time you've seen your heroes here. But here, I'd like to show you Little Miss Coon. So here she dried out. Obviously, you can tell I have her skin out and fur in this time, so you can see all of her fur is just on the inside. You can see the white spots. That's where the hide tanning formula worked very well. It's okay that you get some of these darker spots. All of that's gonna have to get pulled and stretched and everything. Just because you don't see the hide tanning formula working in there doesn't mean it's not in there. And just to show you a little bit, I'm gonna see if I can get this on video here. But what we're gonna be looking for is we're gonna try to break the hide, so I'll try to keep an eye on here. What's gonna happen? Oh, you can see that little bit of white right there. We're just gonna stretch as much of that skin as we can. You can see all of that white that's coming to the surface. Those are all the fibers that are breaking inside of the skin. And we're gonna do that to the whole thing here. So it's going to take a little bit. Maybe some spots do need to be reapplied with a little bit of the hide tanning formula. That's okay. All you do is add a little warm water to the surface of the skin to make it supple again. And then you just add on more hide tanning formula. So this is where we left Mrs. Coon. And actually, here we got another little surprise for you. This is Mrs. Coon here. Say hi to the people, Mrs. Coon. Hello! Yeah, you can definitely see you don't want to be on the receiving end of these teeth of these little critters. They got a mean little bite to them. Some big teeth in those little critters there, so you don't want to be on the receiving end. And actually, kind of a surprise, we're going to run a little long today because I have another project. One that was donated to me yesterday by a cousin of mine, Mr. Troy Wagner. He had this skull sitting in his backyard on a tree for the last, I want to say, 2 years, I believe. And you can see on the antlers, some of the mice had gotten to it. That's okay. Those mice make very, very quick work of antlers here. They're always hungry and always looking for more. This was actually a good 10-point buck. It wasn't taken, it was actually hit by a vehicle. It was hit by his neighbor. His neighbor was able to contact the local authorities, let them know that he had hit a deer. They were able to give him a tag so he could take the deer home and butcher it. And then one day, Troy's dog apparently came rolling up into the front yard with this head. So we figured, well, what else can I do? Toss it up in a tree, and it's a cool little hanger out in the yard. Let all the birds get some food off of it. The mice obviously had kind of a heyday with the antlers here. But you can see on the picture that I put up on the Facebook page that that was it before I did anything. So I did a little bit of scrubbing, and this is after it's been sitting for about 15 hours, 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It's just after 8 right now. So, yeah, about 15 hours. I don't know if the light shows very well on this or not, but you can see it's definitely soaked in. It was already pretty sun bleached when I got it. So it's not going to whiten up a whole lot, but with the hydrogen peroxide solution, we're going to get it nice and sanitary, get it nice and clean, and try to clean it up and try to get some of that natural bone color to come out a little bit more. Now, that's just regular hydrogen peroxide that you can buy at your local pharmacy, Walmart, Target, wherever you go. That's the standard 3% hydrogen peroxide, and that's in a mixture of about 10% hydrogen peroxide and 90% water. It doesn't take a lot, and they do have some really strong types of hydrogen peroxide out there, but that's just 3%, and you can already see a big difference in what's excuse me, going on there. So that's the latest and greatest of what's going on here at the Critters and Coffee Shop, or Coffee and Critters, whatever it is. Figured I'd give you all a heads up. In the meantime, everyone, stay safe out there. Do what you need to do. Obviously, get out. We'll be all fishing out here pretty soon here with all of the rain and the warm weather coming around, so hopefully we can get right into fishing. I don't see myself really doing any taxidermy for fish in the future. Really, taxidermy for fish it's an art, but that's exactly what it is. Most of the time, the fish that you get back, most of it is not even the original fish. It's a lot of artwork, a lot of painting. So I really don't see myself getting into fish all that much. But that's the latest and greatest of what's going on here. So in the meantime, please introduce someone new to the great outdoors. Stay safe out there and keep your stick on the ice.